Well, we're back and we're glad you're here with us.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
today we want to talk about oil. I've heard so much from so many MDs about how oil, free oils in a bottle, olive, all those oils that we've used for so long, do two things. One, they create poor health over time if we utilize them much. And two, they add weight to the body. So in our house, what we've been doing is cutting the oil back even more. We used to focus on no more than a tablespoon of oil totally, free oil in our cooking or on a salad, whatever, in a day. And now I'm pulling it back to a teaspoon. We're really cutting our oil back, and I'm interested primarily because they're finding as we age, we have a tendency to, with high levels of free oil or saturate fat, especially, move toward Alzheimer's, many of us. So I want, as I age, to be lithe and alert and experience the fullness that life offers me. So I would encourage you to really look at, because most people have no awareness actually, of how much free oil you're adding to your food in a day. Hopefully you've let go of animal food, so you're not taking in a lot of saturated fat. And be aware that coconut oil is 92% saturated fat. So in our house, we use avocado oil. It doesn't have much flavor, but it's very low in saturated fat. And it's good at high temps. So it's a good cooking oil. Olive oil at high temps. Olive oil is not a good cooking oil. What does it do at high temps, olive oil?
Flips, becomes a trans fat.
Yeah, so we want you to really look this week. How much oil am I putting in my body each day? And cut it back and see if you notice your weight begins to go down easier, that your clarity is better. Just notice, see what the result of that choice is.
And I think too, it's good to remember we never like to set up a food regimen as this is right, this is wrong. It's interesting as we've cut back on oil, I haven't really missed it much.
Yeah, me either.
You know, I used to eat a lot of fatty foods before I met Connie, and it was the result of not a good condition, a lot of pain, a lot of inflammation. So got that under control, but still, was eating considerably more fat than we are now. And I don't really miss it. It's so interesting. So this is something that a lot of research is pointing out now, and I think it's something to explore and really check in with your body and see what works for you. See if you really notice a difference. It's a lot lighter. And you know what's interesting? It's like when I have to clean up after a meal, it's easier to clean up.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, you remind me of one thing, that a lot of the free oils are inflammatory. So it's also good to cut back for that purpose, because you'll have better health and you'll have less pain.
Yeah, we're really seeing how we used to focus on high nutrient dense foods, but there's another element to that. It's the whole food plant-based. It's the fact that it's in the whole food form that it is most nutritious. And it kind of makes sense because that's the basic diet that this physiology evolved with. We didn't have bottles of olive oil hanging on olive trees. The body evolved eating olives for the oil it needed. And it kind of makes sense that the body would probably utilize the value of that nutrient, the value of that oil, most effectively in the whole food form.
Yeah, so we get our oil from half an avocado a day, and a small handful of nuts and seeds.
Yeah, or we get those nuts and seeds in the form of a nut dressing.
Yeah.
It's another wonderful way to get the oil in the whole food form.
And we have recipes on our site here that you can look at under the recipe tab.
This week,
This week we're doing hummus
the gray
without
hummus.
any oil, and you can make your hummus just with unhulled sesame seeds with no tahini even. We used a bit of tahini, but you can swing it and just use unhulled sesame seeds. So try it both ways and see what you enjoy more.
That's it for now.
Great to be with you. Bye.
Thanks.